Welcome back, everybody, to Plaid Couch. Today we're doing a nice little cozy video. We're going to make ourselves as D&D characters. And what I mean by that is we're all big fans of D&D. We have a campaign going for several years. By several years, we play about once a year.
And we're always really productive during our once-a-year session, right, Tegan?
I try to steer them in the right direction. But basically, we're going to talk with ourselves and amongst each other to say what characteristics that we have that would be implemented in a D&D style character. So, we'll just get into it. We're going to try to avoid the human race because that's kind of boring, but if you're
doing that every day.
If you're someone who's absolutely boring and vanilla like myself, we may have to go human. So since this is me, I'll kind of like stand back a little bit because I don't want to be like, oh, I think I'd be this because I'm so cool.
I do want to mention, like, as we were kind of riffing before we started recording, Tegan said himself as a centaur as a joke. I had that in my notes, and I don't know if it's just like
because I have a horse cock,
the beard.
I think it's the hair, honestly.
I don't know. Like, I saw centaur as a class, and I'm like, or a race, and I'm like, I don't know. I think that kind of fits. I could see it.
All right.
No.
I don't know what you guys were thinking, but
Tegan's upper half is definitely suited for a horse body. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Tegan, if your legs ever just stop working, we'll just put a horse body on you. You'll be fine.
Don't
worry,
I've
we'll
dated
get you
a
that
few
horse
horse girls, so
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe they're all for that.
Shit. Just like those hooves.
I just thought that centaur was generic enough, but then also that way we don't have a boring human pick.
Yeah. I like it. Any objections or other choices?
I was thinking Minotaur, but I actually do like Centaur better.
Maybe my top half is
okay.
a bull and my bottom half is a horse. Or maybe I'm really unlucky and my top half is a human and my bottom half is a human. It's like, no, I'm half Minotaur, half Centaur. It's just I got really unlucky.
That'd be messed up.
I was gonna make a joke about logic, but I better not. Keep it moving.
I like the Centaur pick. That's a fun one.
I think it works.
I feel like
What do
dwarf.
we know about Jaylene?
I was gonna say dwarf.
Oh,
Dwarf?
fuck. That's such a boring pick.
What? Are you saying
no.
Gimli's boring?
I haven't watched, what is that, Lord of the Rings?
I keep forgetting.
Is that Lord of the Rings?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'll cut that out for your sake.
Yeah, leave it in. Fuck it, I don't care.
But in like D&D lore, you know, they kind of party, they drink, they work.
I don't do any of those things.
Yeah, you do.
I was thinking Get Yankee for Jaylene also.
What the hell is that? Hold on.
What is
The
Yankee?
If you've played Baldur's Gate 3,
Oh,
you would know.
yeah.
she's
I
the
saw
mean
that.
one.
I saw that and I saw the picture. I'm like, that could be me. I kind of like it.
Yeah, she's the
You know what?
mean
This is my first time seeing that
Whoa.
thing. I'll go with it. I'll go with it.
All right.
Not racist.
She is like Lae'zel in Baldur's Gate. Super racist, super arrogant, loud, and mean to everyone around her.
That's not all of them. I am loud and sometimes mean, but I'm not racist.
What about a fire Ganache? Is Jaylene a fire Ganache?
No, I don't think so. That's, I think, too
Maybe
hardcore
she's
for
a
me.
dwarven Githyanki, just like a slightly Shorter one.
Like
I'm cool
a
with
goblin.
that. I have kind of a basic note for Matthew, and I'm up for discussion. But
I hate that word when you describe me.
two options, but go ahead, say yours first.
my first instinct for Matthew was tiefling.
Yep.
I just think it fits him.
He's
I'd be a pretty good looking
the lower land.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's fiendish, you know, he's a little trickster boy.
I was thinking maybe shifter.
I saw Shifter. I saw Shifter when we were going through it. I kind of thought that too for myself.
Because I saw Changeling and also kind of thought Matthew, and I don't know why.
I think Shifter's a good one because it's human enough. You know,
Can you read that for me again?
humanoids with bestial aspects. Shifters can't fully change shape, but they can temporarily enhance their animalistic features by entering a state they call shifting. So it's like,
Oh, that.
if you were someone anamorphing, you'd get about 2 of the 4 stages in.
Yeah.
I could.
You go
I
furry,
think that. Just not fully though. I could get behind that honestly.
Knowing Matthew's luck,
I
though,
could
he'd
see
be
it
allergic to himself.
Oh my God, you're right.
Just
I could see in the dark for you guys. Every time I change, I just start sniffling. God damn it! Where's my allergy medication?
yeah, right before you change, you down some Benadryl, and then you just
Huh?
yeah. Matthew's a little shifty boy.
I'm okay with it. I personally see Tiefling more, but I'm fine with Shifter. That makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Burguy's an easy one for me.
Oh, really?
Yep.
What'd you have for Burguy?
I had
have a
halfling.
thing for me.
I had halfling.
Oh,
Here's why.
I did not go that direction.
Because they are essentially hobbits, and Burguy is the most Samwise motherfucker I know.
That's a reference, I understand. Uh-huh. Yep.
He's Frodo's best
You're right.
friend in the Lord of the Rings, and he's like, alright, we're doing this, Frodo. I'm getting you there.
Nope. Come on, let's get through this.
Burguy is Samwise coded.
That is true.
I don't know. I could see Burguy.
I was thinking Harengon, the bunny guy.
The bunny guy.
They're lucky.
Okay, I could kind of see that.
I hop around with my rabbit hop.
I had fairy down for Burguy at first as a joke, but then I don't know. It kind of makes sense to me.
I don't know if I agree with fairy. I don't think Burguy's fairy.
Like a cool fairy though, like
Oh,
killing the whole team, flying around, making sure everybody's protected. He's pocketing all of us.
Burguy just doesn't have the personality. Burguy just doesn't have the personality for
Yeah.
fairy. I don't think.
All right, that's fair. I thought it was funny, and then the more I thought about it, it's like, no, I could kind of see that.
I think orc. I could see Burguy as an orc.
No,
That's more unrealistic
No.
than the fairy.
I'm not tough enough.
No,
to be
it's
an orc.
not.
I don't know. I kind of like the Haragon pick. That honestly,
well, halflings
kinda
have
makes
luck
sense.
too.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but they don't look like big bunny rabbits.
But they got the big
They're not
feet.
bit.
Burguy is.
They're only 4 feet
Burguy
tall.
is
I think.
lengthy.
That's
He's pretty.
big compared to like the average, like bunny size.
Jilly,
guess that
quit
is
trying to
bigger than
make
a
us
bunny,
live
yeah.
your furry fantasy by making me a centaur and going with the bunny pick, and then probably something about Matthew being a cat.
I'm with whatever, but whatever you guys decide.
I'm leaning bunny.
Maddie,
I do like that.
I'm leaning halfling.
Oh boy, Burguy represents both of them pretty well. I'm gonna have to go with the bunny. Honestly.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Just
So-
imagine. I got it. We got a shifter, and then Burguy's dry humor ass and his sarcasm as a bunny. I think that works.
Starting with me, I feel confident in one answer. Maybe two.
I figured Tegan, you're a pretty basic guy, so I put down possibly either paladin or fighter for you.
I had fighter.
I'm going with fighter as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
pretty basic. You know, I'll go in there, swing my sword, and then have.
I don't think Tegan fights for other people.
Yeah, I fight for my friends.
That's
Paladin.
true.
No,
Okay.
he doesn't. He fights. He's
No, he doesn't.
selfish. He's selfish.
Yeah, I fight
He
because I
doesn't
love
fight
it.
he doesn't fight for justice. Unless he's
That's
gonna
fair.
be, what is the vengeance paladin one?
Oh, the Oathbreaker.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that sounds sick as fuck. I could see paladin. Honestly, I think Jaylene would like a big weapon.
You know what has a big weapon and doesn't fight for anything? Barbarian.
Yeah.
I was thinking barbarian, but I didn't think you guys would let me have that.
Barbarian kind of makes the most sense.
Yeah, it does.
You
Really.
think so?
Yeah, looking at all of these.
That's what I would pick for myself. That's why I'm a barbarian in our D&D campaign.
I thought she was gonna say that's why I'm a barbarian in real life. I thought she was
That's
gonna
why
say
I-
that.
She's always
Yeah.
Karen raging. Excuse
the
me.
difference,
Oh
brother?
God, she's raging.
Oh no.
I never forget to rage in real life, I'll tell you that. Only when I play D&D do I forget to rage.
I know which one we all want to say.
I'm between two for Maddie. It's either rogue, which I think is the obvious one,
Mhm.
or ranger.
I was thinking druid,
Could be true.
Whoa, okay, okay.
but and
I was
I
also thinking ranger.
here's
What'd you say, Burguy?
I was also thinking ranger. I was leaning heavily ranger.
I feel like ranger. I think Matthew
They're
really wants to be a
literally-
rogue,
yeah.
They're literally
but I think
archers.
ranger just makes the most sense for him.
Yeah.
Shoot a motherfucker with a bow and arrow, dude.
Because
Mhm.
as much as Matthew wants to be a rogue, Matthew's like the sneakiest, least sneaky guy around. Because he's just like, I'm gonna be sneaky, and then it's just like,
Yeah.
I see you doing that. He's like, I'm sneaking around.
Dude, the thing about, like, equating this back to real life, like, you don't see a rogue just go up and start talking to a random guy
Yeah.
that they've never met.
That's true. That's true.
You just be doing that all the time. Rogue is trying to stay in the back and not
Yeah.
talk to anyone.
They're trying to be that cool guy.
Matthew
Just
goes,
like,
Matthew goes
Rogue
up
is
to the
boring.
bar and starts having a conversation. There's
Honestly, you're
reason
right.
in doing that.
That's such a good point.
It's easy. right?
Bard.
Poor guy's a
Yeah,
bard. Come on.
100%.
Wait, serious?
Yeah.
It's easy,
100%.
yeah. You heal the team. In
Oh, okay. That
yeah.
does make sense then. I was just thinking cleric, but I guess
no.
yeah.
In
Okay.
the book I've been reading, there's like lords and kings.
Mhm.
They all have like a guy that follows them around. It's called a wit, and the wit is just there to talk shit to everybody.
Okay.
That's the
That's
kind of bard
fucking
I would be.
That reminds
They're
me.
all like, they're all just making witty quips. They're super intelligent, but they're using it to just talk shit on people the king or the lords don't like.
Now imagine if the wit could also heal and was also like a 4 foot tall rabbit creature.
Yeah.
That's you.
Huh?
I'm just talking shit the whole time.
That just
Honestly,
reminds
I wanna
me
win.
of our one campaign that we played for a little bit, where I was a fighter and you were my bard sidekick, and you're like, I'm not healing
Yeah.
anyone else except this guy here.
That's exactly why I didn't want to make him a bard, because I didn't want to bring that up.
No, but Burguy is bard coded.
It does make
Vicious
sense.
Mockery is such a funny spell. You just talk shit to them and it hurts their feelings so much they take damage.
So going off the core rules and 2014 core rules, what are we feeling for me?
Knight seems pretty basic and pretty
Farmer.
on brand for Tegan, I think. I can't see farmer.
Have you seen me play
You can't.
Minecraft? I basically just go farmer.
I don't know. Maybe if you guys, I think like Knight. I think Knight works, but
I
I don't know what you guys think.
Burguy, what
Also,
do you
if you-
think?
Also, he wouldn't even need to get like a horse to ride on. He is a
No,
horse.
I ride
He's
in
good.
battle on a horse.
Oh, a horse on a horse.
If they shoot the
Knight
horse
seems
down, then
too, Knight seems too paladin coded, I think.
which is
Alright, what are
fair.
you thinking?
Like Gladiator or Full Hero, maybe.
You know what? I was thinking gladiator too. I think gladiator.
Gladiator makes sense.
Are
He
you
just
not
fights for the love of
entertained?
Just for the love of the game, you know?
Yeah, because he's so selfish.
It's just me with like cap shield with Freebird playing as I'm in the gladiator arena. Just
I like Gladiator better than Knight. That makes sense.
all right.
Just something like, yeah. Guy's
I
just there to,
I am
go in
happy
and
with
fuck
gladiator.
people up.
I was gonna say, I think you're gladiator coded.
Hell yeah. Now Jaylene.
Merchant.
Always trying to sell us stuff. You'd have the plaid couch
always-
bracelets.
I don't sell those. You can get those for free if you DM us on Instagram. Not to plug us, but since y'all brought it up. I'll let you guys say one, but one stuck out to me, I thought. That wasn't merchant.
Hermit.
How'd you know?
I was seeing if there was
pirate.
one like.
No, it's not pirate. As much as I wanted to be pirate, I know I'm not. I'm not that much of a pirate in real life.
Jaylene just wants to be
What
a
is that?
Myra. I was trying to see if there was like a tavern person.
If you go to Sailor under Player's Handbook, not the Legacy one, it says Tavern Brawler. So it
Okay,
seems like
Tavern
the sailors spend the most time in the bars.
Yeah.
And if I'm a barbarian and I'm at the bar, more than likely I'm gonna get into a couple bar fights. I think
Okay.
in this universe it makes sense.
Yeah.
I love
getting-
the logic.
Just getting thrown out of a bar.
And onto your boat to go to the next bar. Matthew?
I was thinking Outlander, maybe for Matthew.
Why? Because he was born in Germany?
Hey now.
I didn't
always
count for
forget
that.
I always forget that. You're not
Fun
from
fact
around
about Matthew.
here.
That's not why. I just saw it. It kind of makes sense. He's always out in the woods, out doing his own thing. He lives out in the country, away from everybody.
So you know what does that better? Hermit.
He doesn't give
I
hermit energy to me, though.
I was gonna say, I don't give off hermit energy.
Yeah.
I know that.
I just want that to
I
be
don't know,
my
it's just-
fantasy.
Maybe
just think
someday, Tegan.
Matthew is just a ranger, just wandering out in the woods, like the little outlander he is what I picture. But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I like.
I'm never home. I'm never at home unless I'm in the woods.
I like Outlander as a pick. Burr guy.
I was thinking
Noble.
the obvious would be
Noble.
I'm not shitting you. I was thinking Noble kind of made sense, and I'm not sure why. It
Yeah,
just,
it's like
Fuck
I
what I was
can't.
about to say.
Were you gonna say entertainer?
I was gonna say that, and then I was gonna try to convince you on guide.
No, because here's why. I've had you be the passenger who I rely on to give directions. And it's always where it's like, oh, I realized I passed my turn, and you go, yeah, that was your turn. It's like, thanks for the heads up.
be too busy on like Twitter to
No,
actually give you
he will watch the
good
map.
directions.
He will watch the
No,
map.
but there's been some times when he's like not paid attention to Google Maps because
Yeah.
he's looking through his
You
own
guys should
Twitter.
know, like me, where you're going.
I will say he's good at getting himself places, but don't let him be your navigator.
Don't let him be the passenger
Chloe-
princess.
Whenever Chloe's trying to find your place without a map, I'll just be on my phone, I'll look up, I'll be like, oh, fuck. We were supposed to turn back there.
Yeah, no way.
I always just assume you guys know where you're going.
It's
Looking
like
like
when
a
we
true
went to
Noble
Pittsburgh.
piece of shit.
So guide is out of the question, right?
I'd be
Hey.
good at it if I actually attempted it. So
We're
Noble,
back.
we all agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Noble
Somehow
oddly fits.
I just makes
Somehow it
Yeah.
Bergay just feels like he's above us,
And
it's
that
starting
makes sense for you wanting to be the wit because they take shit talk other Noble.
Yeah,
So you just be like,
that is
oh
true.
yeah, this guy from this kingdom, what a bitch.
Well, me being above you guys, it's literally true. I'm in a much better state than
No,
you guys all live
no.
in for the win.
I'm gonna dox your address after this.
Where are the Final Four NBA teams from, Tegan?
What college won the NCAA football tournament?
Indiana almost made it.
Check the comments on this video. I'm gonna post Bergay's address in them.
This last part, we're not gonna go over the the major details of everything, but we'll kind of say what we think each person's like high marks, low marks will be for each one. We can start with me. I feel like overall I'm pretty even across the boards, like for stats like strength, dex, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, charisma. I'm not gonna outshine anyone, but I'm not gonna.
Put your charisma higher than any of the other ones.
Are you saying I have Riz?
A little bit.
What? It depends on what setting, though. I've seen Tegan be real awkward.
Here's the thing. My charisma is probably the highest, but it's always the days when the dice is not agreeing, so I'm always rolling shit numbers. It's like
honestly,
nat one again. Ugh.
I think the ones that represent you the most is charisma and constitution.
I
I can see Constitution.
I
being
agree
higher.
with that.
Is there? I'm sorry. I was like looking at my notes when you were reading those off. Is there like intelligence on there?
Yeah.
Or is that?
So
Yeah.
I would put
intelligence
that-
is like book smarts. Wisdom is like street smarts.
I would put your intelligence at least higher than the rest of us because you're the only one with a college degree.
No, when we get to Burgeyes, I think Burgeye will have the highest intelligence.
Okay.
I think so too.
I think
I
my
think
wisdom is
Burgeye-
higher than my intelligence.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
that. I
think
thought.
that's the exact opposite for me. And
That's why we get along so well.
we want to talk about me next. Before we started this, and you opened the screen up, on your stream, I remembered that my Twitter bio is actually just this. It's and I hadn't updated it for 2 years because it said I was 27 years old.
What the
I
hell?
actually have my stats on my Twitter. It says, and this was, I think, if 10 is average, right?
Yeah,
Tegan? Is that right?
10 is average.
So I gave my 2 years ago, and I think I started this like 3 or 4 years ago, and I would update it
So
every year.
I'll use this point by calculator to make sure everything is kosher and you're not trying to...
I don't remember if it made sense. I gave myself 9 strength.
Okay.
I had 15 dex, and that's definitely gone down in the last 2 years. I had 8 con. I had 18 intelligence. I think we bought too many, right?
Yeah.
I must be like a level 20. And I had 13 wisdom and 9 charisma.
So it
And I
almost
think in
makes
my-
sense.
I think in my old age, I've decreased dex, decreased con, and I've increased wisdom and a slight buff to charisma.
Yeah.
I believe that.
I'd
But still, my
say-
best stat is intelligence. But I don't think it's 18. I think as my wisdom increases in old age, like you realize more like what you don't know.
Yeah.
The more you know what you don't know, I think the more that's more wisdom than intelligence.
Jaylene,
I just know that my strength and dexterity are low.
Which is good for a fighter.
I'm a barbarian. I
What
don't
is
need
high on yours?
Constitution.
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 Are they like-
Intelligence.
Charisma. I feel like
They're like
charisma.
they're a stat
a
modifier for female characters in D&D.
You piece of
What
shit.
the-
I'm sure you can look on Reddit because
You
those
jackass.
people just love playing with women.
Because
Oh yeah.
Jaylene might be on that like a 12 strength. Or even like a 15. Did my camera
Mhm.
freeze? Oh
Yep.
no.
Yeah. Fuck you,
I hit the
asshole.
plug. Oh no.
Jaylene, I do think you're underselling yourself. I think your strength and constitution would be your higher ones. I think your wisdom and charisma would be like your next ones up under those.
My lowest is definitely dexterity. I think
Yes.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
We can all agree on that.
We're so back.
Matthew's like, couldn't agree
Didn't
more.
didn't even unplug.
The last one, Matthew. Now here is a case I will make. Matthew, you're a smart guy, but I think your intelligence will be low because one of the key aspects of intelligence is perception. I recently rewatched all the MPLs and a few of our other videos. I don't know how many times you went, I'm right here, and we all go, no, you're actually the furthest away from here, and you go, oh, I didn't know that.
That is true.
Or it's like, this. It's like, nope, you're not even close, pal. And he's like, oh.
What about the one time he predicted that you were gonna
I
win
was just
no matter
gonna
what?
say
That's
that
wisdom.
he did.
That is
Oh,
okay.
that's true. He's a seer.
Yeah, definitely a seer, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
And I think Matthew has the highest charisma
Yeah.
out of all of us.
Yeah, his charisma is
sure.
maxed out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, Max!
He's
Max-
found in that ones though.
Maxed out on Riz.
If you
I
have to
am prone to
remember
one.
someone's name, nat one.
He's a high volume shooter too.
He
He'll shoot his way
rolling
out of
dice
it.
just
Yeah.
for the fun of it.